Hi, welcome to Marcus Era Fiction. Today we will read a sci-fi story titled Gab's Dream Odyssey, a young boy's journey through the multiverse. So sit back, relax, and listen. There was a young and adventurous boy named Gab. Gab lived in the Philippines, and he had always been fascinated by his dreams. He would often tell his family and friends, particularly his best friend, about the strange and wonderful places he would visit while he slept. But one day, Gab had a dream that felt different from all the others. He dreamed that he was in a beautiful, lush forest with creatures he had never seen before. When he woke up, he couldn't shake the feeling that the had been real. I must be going crazy, Gab thought to himself. These dreams feel so real. It's like I'm actually there. Gab started to pay more attention to his dreams and soon realized that many of them were memories from a different world. He remembered visiting a vast desert, a frozen tundra, and even a bustling city. That was nothing like the small town where he lived. I can't believe it, Gab exclaimed to Mavi. These dreams are real places. I've been to other worlds while I sleep. Mavi was in awe. He couldn't believe his best friend. Gab had such a unique ability. He was excited and curious to know more about it. Gab was confused and scared, but also excited by the possibility of these other worlds existing. He didn't know how or why he was able to remember these other worlds, but he knew he had to find out. His search led him to an old man who lived on the outskirts of town. The old man was a wise and mysterious figure who had always fascinated Gab. Gab was surprised when the old man revealed himself to be his long-dead father, who had the same power to travel to different worlds in his dreams. Gab's father had been keeping low profile, but he had been keeping an eye on his son, waiting for him to discover his power. He explained to Gab that he had passed on the same gift to him, and that it was his responsibility to use it wisely to protect the different worlds he visited. Gab was amazed and wanted to learn more about his abilities. His father took Gab under his wing and taught him how to control his dreams and travel to different universes at will. Gab learned about different and their inhabitants, and even made friends in some of these other worlds. Mavi was always by Gab's side, listening to his story and encouraging him in his journey. As Gab grew older, he started to realize the responsibility that came with his power. He understood that he had to be careful not to interfere with the course of events in these other worlds. Gab also had to keep his power a secret from most people, as not everyone would understand or believe him. I have a responsibility to protect these worlds, Gab thought to himself. I can't just use my power for my own gain. Gab embarked on various journeys through different worlds. He encountered different challenges and made new friends along the way. He also found out that some of the worlds were in danger, and he had to use his power to help them. Gab knew that being a traveler between was not just about having fun and going on adventures, but also about being a responsible and compassionate person. Gab's journey as a traveler between worlds taught invaluable lessons about responsibility, courage, and compassion. Gab realized no matter how different the worlds were, they all had one thing in common: the importance of kindness and empathy. Gab returned to his world knowing that he was not just a dream traveler, but a protector of worlds, just like his father. The end. For more stories, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.